welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Bart.
How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you.
You're quite welcome.
36 degrees in Jackson, the high forecast 37, and perhaps some snow is on the way. Friday, rain and snow, inch.
Do you like snow?
I love snow.
You love snow.
Before Christmas.
Yeah, I would like it for Christmas, but I really don't like it other than that. Hey, the sickness is going around. Have you heard about all this?
It's a triple-demic.
Oh my gosh, that scared me. Now, we don't have any triple-demics going on, but a lot of kids out of school, so it's frustrating too for everyone when you get sick. So
We have a triple-demic.
yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah.
So it's COVID, RSV, and scurvy. No, flu. COVID,
Flu.
COVID,
No scurvy.
RSV, and flu.
Flu.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey, on the final day of the legislative session, gave a rambling 30-minute speech, which has been described as strange and bizarre. And he said the pandemic wasn't the pandemic, it was a plandemic. It was a planned attack on the world. And he also said that the toilets in the Capitol had hot water, and he went to complain to the maintenance people, and they said, well, how do you know the toilets have hot water? And he said, I stuck my hand in the toilet. That was on the floor of the state Senate yesterday.
I wasn't expecting that.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, Brittany Griner is free.
Just like that.
Just like that. In a prisoner swap, she is now in U.S. custody. Well, it's about time.
This was about 8:15 this morning. President Biden tweeted this picture with Sherelle Griner, Brittany Griner's wife, and he said, moments ago, I spoke to Brittany Griner. She is safe. She is on a plane. She is on her way home.
That's awesome. So now we're going to get to see Brittany on the talk show tour.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, that'd be
so,
great.
like, what happened? Like, what's going on? What happened?
They had to switch. It was a swap. Victor Bout, an imprisoned Russian arms dealer who's known as the Merchant of Death. Hardly a fair swap.
What? Wow.
Wow.
Couldn't have done a 2-for-1 then. Interesting.
No, they were hoping to get more people freed from Russian prisons, but just Brittany.
Yeah.
Last night at Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, the Lights of Love.
Oh, great event.
It was. You were there.
I was there, yeah. Our whole family was there. It was cool.
You know, they used to have these giant fir trees in front of the hospital. They chopped them all down.
That's fine. I preferred this. They still lit up beautifully.
Yeah, they are very nice. In the colors of Henry Ford Health, blue and white.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's you.
There's me, Ella, Stephanie, and our good friend Dennis Hill. It was nice to see Dennis. Dennis lost his wife this year, and a great friend to our family, especially Stephanie. And it was nice to catch up with Dennis. That was good. It was
Very nice turnout.
Yep.
Georgia Fatasic, former president.
Wonderful to see her. Yep.
Yeah, her and Travis were there, and they actually started. Georgia started the Lights
Well,
of
if you
Love.
go through and you look at all the names that are honored, and then look at the folks who have donated, you see Georgia and Travis Fatasic's name.
It's Chrissy
throughout.
Siders, and there is Martha Firstenau and her dad Bill, along with Ben
Yeah, Ben Dandro.
Dendro.
That's right. And this is the Western Select Choir, and they were fantastic. They were awesome. They did 3 or 4 songs.
Chrissy Siders from True Community. This is her alma mater.
Yeah, for sure. She had a wonderful story about how hospice impacted the care of her mother, and it was really good to hear. Nice to hear. It's a good event.
And the new hospital president.
Yes, Emily Moorhead. Yeah, she did a wonderful job. Wonderful job speaking. It was a great event. It was really nice.
It was. And over the last week, we really saw our family firsthand how much hospice is an asset to this community, because in the community where my mom died and was on hospice, there's no place.
Yeah, there's nothing. You call Brandon or something. I
Yeah.
mean, basically, it's amazing the care that we have here. We're very lucky. That was interesting. We were talking about that down in North Carolina. I was talking with my cousin Sean, and even if you have something happen to you, like even in that area, that hospital, they need to ship you somewhere else
Yeah.
to do like a major surgery or things like that. So you don't realize how lucky we have it here. It's a pretty good spot.
It is, and you can still make a donation to Lights of Love. The fundraiser supports the hospice, Henry Ford Jackson Hospice in Jackson, and that ensures that people that don't have any money, people that don't have insurance, can still go to hospice. So,
Our show today is brought to you by Summit Heights Dental Care. Thank you to Dr. Nick Legau and his staff for helping us bring you today's show. Dr. Legau's son and your grandson were on that hockey team together.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know if you knew
champion
that.
hockey
The
team.
champion hockey players of the world. So, very cool. Thanks to Summit Heights Dental for helping us bring you today's show.
Aaron Judge has issued his ruling. He's going to stay in the Bronx.
Oh, well, good. How much are they giving him?
$360 million. Wow. Insanity.
For 1 year.
Well,
Someday, right?
no, it's a 9-year contract.
Yeah, well, Brandon and I were talking about Verlander's new deal, and he's getting, $43 million a year for 2 years? Wow. I mean, you can't even, that's $2 million every time you go out to the mound. Wow.
Yeah.
But we love Verlander here, so he deserves
Insanity.
it. We went to Steve's Ranch last night, which is just a holiday tradition in our family, and I had a wonderful time. We went with the breakfast for dinner last night, which was very nice. But Steve's Ranch, great place to go during the holidays to gather with family and friends.
It's hard for you to go to breakfast for dinner because of your allergy to eggs.
Yeah, I know it is. So I didn't have eggs.
Everything but.
Everything but. While we're talking about local places, holiday gift ideas, I was at Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory yesterday, and they have the coolest teacher gifts. And I bought 2 of them for my
nice.
daughter's teachers. I
Nice.
should have brought one in to show you, but I didn't. But they have everything at Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory. And I bought Lucas a Fifth Avenue bar.
Oh, he's never seen
He's
one.
never had a Fifth Avenue bar, and I don't know if he had it yet, but I'm looking forward to the results of that bar.
I know you're excited about tomorrow night's JTV Company Christmas party.
I am.
And this is the time of year people have to give a white elephant. We should do the white elephant at the Christmas party.
I think we should.
New York Times has come out with some appropriate white elephant gifts for the office Christmas party. And I kind of like some of these. I think we have, this one I think is really cool. You know that thing where you, the magnet thing, Mr. Wooly, what is it? Wooly,
Is that where you move the pencil shavings to create a mustache?
Yeah. That's great. Wooly Willy.
It does, Noah.
So you move your food around to decorate the guy. That is $17. Also,
That's neat.
this is a shower caddy for a glass of wine.
You laugh, but there's a lot of folk.
My sister.
Yeah. Except it wouldn't be red, it'd be white.
That is $15.
Sorry, Aunt Happy. I'm just kidding.
And Sandy.
No, Aunt Happy.
Oh. You know, in Law and Order, the cops walk around with these
Oh,
coffee
yeah.
cups?
Those are cool.
Yeah, well, now there's ceramic ones, and those are $16.
Oh, that's a very nice bargain.
Because in New York, you buy a coffee on the corner.
Coffee on the
Yeah.
on the corner.
Yeah. And another Britney story today. We have the Britney Spears Christmas ornament.
That looks terrifying.
It does. Hey, does anyone follow Britney Spears on Instagram, by the way?
Her 5 minutes is over.
Who said that?
No, it does.
Okay. If you want to see her naked, she's on Instagram naked every single day. I
not
swear.
on Instagram. You can't do that on
Well,
Instagram.
I'm not kidding you.
Twitter maybe, but not
No,
Instagram.
I'm not. I'm just telling you, it's a bad deal out there.
All right, and the sponge and the frog. This is a good idea because the sponge shouldn't sit on the sink. You keep it in the
Keep it in the
air.
frog.
Yeah.
That's neat.
All right.
Well,
that's enough of that.
That's very nice. I'm gonna get you know
pickle
what?
Band-Aids.
Oh, a pickle Band-Aid. I have a cachet of parking tickets that I'll be giving to somebody for Christmas because it's crazy. I get them even when I'm not even parked there.
Huh.
Yeah, it's the darndest thing.
Well, didn't you tell the employees to bring the tickets to you?
I did, and now I have a pile of them, and I'll be handing them out for
They're
Christmas.
not being paid.
Well, I disputed one. Well, here's the problem. I've gotten a ticket, and I think it was given to me illegally.
Oh, remember when the Jackson Police Department had the boot?
You know what? Interesting. I'm not worried about the boot anymore because of my friend Rick Olney at Jimmy's Towing. He told me to get that boot off like that, come down here and get the boot off. So I'm not really worried about the boot. But we did have a boot, and that it did not go over well. I think
It lasted a day.
the boot went on one person's car, and I think all hell broke loose. So we got
The whole
rid of
town
boot.
went nuts.
The whole place went nuts. Yeah. So
The word of the year. Google, all the end of the year lists are
I
coming
even
out.
know this.
The most searched word on Google this year?
Wordle.
Wordle.
What the heck? What is Wordle? That's
Wordle.
what people are telling me. What's this Wordle?
Everyone
Wordle.
knows.
What is
It's a-
Wordle? You played Wordle.
I played Wordle. It's a fun game.
Yeah, it sounds fun. I've never played because I'm not very good at spelling.
And other words, the most searched sports term, India versus England for cricket. And the most searched recipe. People always, do you ever search for a recipe?
No.
Paneer pasanda. It's an Indian fried stuffed sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going to search for that myself and maybe make it for Christmas.
You should do that. That sounds delicious. Let's get to our Extreme Dodge scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Extreme. They have a wonderful, you probably need an oil change around the holidays, right? That's probably something everyone's been slipping on.
A holiday tradition.
A holiday tradition. Everyone needs an oil change. I go to get an oil change down at Extreme. Very, very, very fast.
Free coffee.
Free coffee and cookies. Boys basketball, Napoleon, big win over Columbia Central. Grant Bradley, 24 points, and a big dunk at the end of that game. Onstead, 61, Hanover, 55. Those teams are both going to be really good as the year goes on. Wrestling, there was a quad at Leslie. Well, there's a girl score for you. Jackson Christian beat Waldron. Now we get to the wrestling. Over at Leslie, East Jackson, Columbia Central competed. Columbia beat Dansville. East Jackson beat Dansville and Leslie. And over at Hillsdale, Reading beat Grass Lake, and Western beat Jackson.
It was rock and roll wrestling. They had DJ Mike Holiday.
That's awesome.
And it was amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's a good sport. It's a wonderful sport. And we're happy to cover it as much as possible here. And let's get to what's on deck for today. And just a couple games. Boys basketball at Concord, at Homer, and at Jackson Christian, and then Bowling Lincoln at Jackson.
Ballet Chelsea and the Jackson Symphony Orchestra invite you to the Nutcracker, great holiday tradition in our community. It's this weekend at the Potter Center. Tickets available at the Jackson Symphony website, jacksonsymphony.org. You could also get tickets at the door. There are shows Friday and Saturday night and Saturday and Sunday afternoon. But it's possible there'll be hot sellers, so get your tickets now. You gonna go?
I am not going to go, but my wife,
you-
my mother, and my daughter are going.
Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show. We have Sharon McCann and Abby Hildebrand. They're coming up next from the Jackson County Health Department, and they're going to teach you how to wash your hands, so stay tuned.